Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Welcome to another arcade versus home ports. That's right, I said home ports. In this video I'll be taking a look at Konami's excellent side-scrolling shooter, 1991's Sunset Riders, were basically your cowboys. I mean, come on, how cool is that? Your cowboys. It could be 4 players simultaneous, as I said. It's got an excellent intro, and there are 8 stages and 8 bosses. Absolutely fantastic game, and generally really well received in the arcades. I did play it back in the day, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Check out this intro. It's epic beans. I do like a good animated intro. The music's amazing, kind of manga-esque art. Tells you who the cowboys are. Awesome sauce. Mythbusters proof that doesn't happen. Steve the cowboy, most un-cowboy name ever, but we'll let him off. Billy, kind of cowboy, but only because of Billy the Kid. Bob the cowboy. Really, Konami, you couldn't pick any more cowboy names? Ah, Komano, that's a good cowboy name, and a lovely hat. And here they ride into the sunset, hence the name. Although, Sunset Riders reminds me, anyone see that movie called Sunset Vampires in Retreat? I think Bruce Campbell's in it, and it's amazing. Anyway, the random tangents aside. So yeah, side-scrolling shooter, you know, fighter, pretty much, well, fighting with guns, in the vein of Turtles and all the great games they did in X-Men and stuff like that at the time. Only this isn't a license, they created it themselves. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be comparing it to the Mega Drive that was released by Konami in 1992. And then I'll be comparing that to the SNES version that was released also by Konami, I believe, in 1993. There are differences between the Mega Drive and the SNES version. I'm doing them in, you know, their chronological order, but the Mega Drive takes the biggest hit compared to the arcade. But that's what this video is about. And you know, would you have suffered from that back in the day if you loved the arcade game playing at home? Would you have been annoyed if you only had access to a Mega Drive? Well, let's find out. Let's take a look. So let's put some money in. Oh, what cowboy shall I be? Steve? Oh, there were 2 versions, by the way, 4-player and 2-player. Because of this is a ROM, I can only play Steve the cowboy. Damn it, I wanted to be, well, at least Billy. There we go. First boss, reward, 10,000. Simon Greedwell, dead or alive. I'm just going to kill you. It's easier. Right. It's got that lovely style of graphics that Turtles had. And X-Men. Up, right, crouch. They come from everywhere. Going, oh, hello. I don't know what that does. Oh, it gives me gold. I do know that between the Mega Drive and the SNES versions, because obviously how Nintendo were, when you get moments like that, the characters, you know, the bird who kissed me, are more conservatively dressed. Because Nintendo were pussies back in the day, weren't they? Right, I got, yeah, look, so it's got your 2-tier platform system, much like Shinobi. Money. Hey! Money! I mean, is there Parallax in the background? I don't think there is. I don't mind. It looks lovely. Parallax actually would have been quite nice. Really tight controls. I was just going to say I couldn't duck. Can I duck? Oh, hang on. Fuck! Pick that up quickly and then throw it. In its defense, it did warn me. Look, if you look at the horse, because of that splinter on the wood next to it, looks like a unicorn. My God, the liberals invaded this game ahead of time. There we go. I like the second horse because he doesn't look like a unicorn. Maybe I can shoot his horn off. Never mind. Oh, hang on. Little chickies, wait for it. There you go, keep moving. That's kind of cool, it's really impressive. I do like that. 1991. I mean, there were better looking games than this in the arcade, but there's no denying it's got style. Konami did that. Their character design was awesome sauce. Ooh, see, it's just like the real Wild West. Bullets were really slow and they flashed different colours to give you a chance to avoid it. It's mainly the reason that Billy the Kid got to kill so many people. He jumped out of the bush, I'm guessing. Kill so many people. Oh, you gotta go down. Look, they jumped into the flame and they burned horrific death, yet had smiley faces. Oh well, yoink. Splitter. Again, these guns are accurate. They're based on real cowboy guns. Shit, hang on. There we go. So that in your life. Oh, you want to play? Oh, fuck. I want to play. I was going to say Tossy the dynamite, but that sounded a little bit awkward. Oh, knives. He brought a knife to a gunfight and he won. On the subject of cowboy themed things, it always reminds me of this game for some reason. Gunman of the Apocalypse, Red Dwarf, one of my favourite episodes. One of the ones that won the most awards as well. Right, so... Oh! Unprocessed burgers. A lot of this seems to happen in this town, doesn't it? Oh! Will be interesting to see how that fares on the SNES and the Mega Drive. I'm guessing the Mega Drive will take a bigger hit there. Yoink! Yeah, boss! Boss. Says you. Right. To shoot. Oh shit, balls. Put some money in. To shoot the people in the windows. And then come back to him, I guess. Try not to get shot. Again, the bullets are accurate to the Wild West. Boom. You can jump them because they're slow and they flash funny colours. It's even easier at night. Hi Josh, but I do love the Wild West. I love the Young Guns movies. I love all westerns. I'm not such a fan of the historically accurate ones they did. You know, it's now fashionable to do. I like my Young Guns. I like my stupid over-the-top stuff. Although I am a massive fan of The Man with No Name, which you could argue is not realistic, but it's gritty. Yoink! Obviously all the bosses are stylized completely different from each other. Different attributes and stuff like that. Obviously Kevlar's been invented. Or maybe he's just wearing an anvil like Marty did. Oh, by the way, Back to the Future 3 Western, much better than Back to the Future 2. You love 2 more as a kid, but as an adult you always come around to 3 being better than 2. Trust me. There we go. Stylized, fun. It's what Konami... And what did he say? What Konami did so well back in the day. Woohoo! So, does this mean I'm going to have to play as him again to make it accurate across all the comparisons? Let's take a look at the Sega Megadrive version. So here we go with Sunset Riders on the Sega Megadrive. As I said, it was released in 1992. Nice rendition of the music there. There is no intro like the arcade, you would expect that. But the other big cut you could spot on the title screen. You only have, it is still 2 players simultaneous, so that's kind of cool, but you only have a choice of 2 cowboys, not 4. I don't know why they went that route. I can only think the reason was that it was the size of the cartridge or something like that, or just to make it a quick and easy port. But then having said that, you can play with 4 players on the SNES, but then that came out a year later. So, but we'll deal with that when we play the SNES version. But yeah, as you can expect, the colour palette's going to take a hit. The graphics are taking a massive hit. They still have the character of the arcade, and the sound and music will take a massive hit. But does it feel like, does it play like Sunset Riders? I mean, it got really good reviews back in the day, so let's get into it. Right, 1 player. Oh, hang on. Speech is your Mega Drive speech. Select your player. So Cormano or Billy. I get to be Billy this time, I guess. So I can't be Steve, the cowboy, to compare it to the arcade version. I'm going to go with Billy. Yeah. What is that? Oh, so... It's a 2-player... Oh, it's a 2-player versus game, so it's included a new mode. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Obviously it's 2-player though, so there was absolutely no point in me going into this, but I don't think I've ever experienced this before. I didn't know there was a 2-player mode. It's kind of limited with what you can do. You can collect health, I guess, and stuff like that, but yeah. Oh well, okay, well, I'm going to, oh look, and I'm up here. It's just basically a versus mode, think like Golden Axe and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to restart and we'll try this again. Maybe I should check out what the menu does before we actually play the games. Anyway, give us a sec. So granted, that was kind of a cool touch. It'd be interesting to see if that is included in the SNES version. And while I understand that that's extremely limited, that game, things like that, but why not include that and include the other two characters? I don't know. Right. Oh, and they added surnames. Look, because you're Billy Cool. Okay, whatever. Right. Yeah. Oh, it's versus. I can't read it because of the screen colour. Versus. Anyway, what's in option? Let's have a look at option. Never mind, I'm retarded. We'll go with easy. No, we'll go with normal. No, we'll go with easy because I want to get to the end of the level so we can do a comparison. Shot A, shot B, jump. Right, okay, simple enough. You would expect it to be one player. So it is cool, it's simultaneous two player, but again, lack of characters. Anyway, we're going to be Billy Cool. Yeah. Cool. Right. No parallax. Oh, well, he's in the sky. Oh, the chicks are there. Second fire, jump. I mean, the music's alright. Can't go down there. It does. Oh, yay! You can slide and take them out like that. It does resemble the arcade. Obviously, like I said, oh, he got shot in the knackers. That would hurt. I'm not basing that on experience, because I'm just assuming it would. It's got all the attributes of the arcade. Like I said, it may be limited and stuff like, look, he's burning the chicks. Oh, the Wild West. Maybe that's how they invented Southern fried chicken. Ooh. But yeah, I'd be happy with this. I mean, again, you know, oh yeah, I bet that's censored on the SNES version. Taking a massive hit in graphics. You know, to be expected because it's a nice looking arcade game. It's not the best looking arcade game, but yeah, I get that. But I would be happy with this. Because if I played the arcade, you know, it's pretty, you know, authentic. More chicks, tech gold. I've got all the money I need now, you know. Let's just retire. Oh yeah! Can I? I'm not going to attempt it. Look at him, he's stupid. Right, hang on. Yes, you can throw the dynamite, so that's cool. Granted, I killed myself. I don't know how many lives you have. You know, you deal, like, what's going on with the your other character and stuff like that, lives are at the top of the screen. Right, so everything in this town looks exactly the same. There we go, Stampede. Screen's moving up and down. Oi! Well, there you go. That's extremely limited. Could it have done more than that? Possibly. Is it a size of the cart thing? I mean, yeah, that's a bit of a letdown, but I can't really complain about that until I've seen the SNES version. Parallax Sky. I can't remember if I had Parallax Sky in the arcade. Get in. Yeah, still thought I'd throw that at me, should you dumbass? Yeah, more than happy with this. Look at me with the hookers. Can I go back? Oh. I was going to tip her. Oh, look at that. Is he trying to kill me or just throwing gold at me? I mean, I'll take it. What gun have I got? Second Stampede. Guessing just as unimpressive as the first Stampede, but to be fair, it's in here. I mean, not to have it at all, or just have one bloody cow would have been a bit, sorry, bullock, or just have one bullock would have been a bit bollocks. See what I did there? This is cool, I like this. I'm pretty sure they could have maybe made it a bit closer, tried a bit harder, give it a bigger cartridge. Maybe it's nothing to do with the cartridge size. Maybe I should get a white stick because I just got shot in the face. I mean, let me know if you know it. I think the controls are a little bit looser than the arcade. But I will say this, I would have been happy with this. I mean, I think it could have been closer, but what do I know? That's it. Oh, there's only 4 bosses, not 8. So, yeah, so it must be a cartridge size thing. 4 bosses, not 8. Does that mean there's only 4 levels? And where's my boss fight? Oh, there we go. Sovereign Creed Wall. Dead or alive. I like the fact that you can go inside even on the boss fight. God, these hookers, man, they're desperate. Oh, it's not. We all get to the end. Is this different then? Oh, alright. Not just one in every town, it's one in every building. I'm filthy. I must be loaded with diseases now. Kind of see why Nintendo may have cut that out. Not very kiddie, is it? Oh my god, I'm an absolute filth bastard. So they're taking some liberties then? Obviously. I love that. What was it? Whack, whack, whack. Alright. Just repeating the level. Old smallest bridge. Oh shit, that's what I get for trying to get the gold. Oh, that's what I get for being shit. Like I said, the controls are a lot tighter in the arcade. It's not by any means unplayable. It's just tighter controls. I don't think that's the Megadrive pad. There we go. Yay! I got 2 guns, 1 for each other. It's time to pay. No speech. It would be crap anyway. Although I think there's a charm to the Megadrive speech. Oh, Scheisenballs. Is he still in there? Can't see the bullets. Yeah, go on now. Oh! Right, this is the motion I've decided on. This is how the West was won. I have on good authority. It was on the history. Oh fuck! It was on the History Channel and everything. There we go. I think that works. Why does he sound like a bowling ball when I shoot him? Do you like my tactics? They differ from the arcade. The arcade just meant keep sticking in money. Do you know what? I would be more than happy with this. Yeah, really would. And like I said, the graphics have taken a massive hit, but then, you know, that's kind of what this series is about. Right, wow, there you go. Bury my money, sorry. Well, no, just tell him that. He's not going to know any different, is he? Right, let's have a look at the SNES version. So here we go, Sunset Riders on the SNES, but in this case I'm running it on my Superboy, so it's down AV, which is a bit pants, and the colours will seem a bit washed out. And also it's 16 by 9, but I like my Superboy. Anyway, right off the bat, you've got a very, very sort of watered down, cut down version of the intro from the arcade. But at least you got it, albeit, well, simplified and watered down. And you've got a decent rendition of the music. And it's Steve again, the cowboy. So yeah, no points for that. I mean, it's 1993, did they just use a bigger cartridge? I don't know. Well, I think it was just down to, honestly, that's what I think, it was down to them cheaping out on the Mega Drive, you know, cartridge size. Or maybe it wasn't. Bob. So it's going for, I think you know the intro, they all ride off into the sunset. Yeah, it's very simplified, but it's nice to have it. So points there over the Mega Drive. Right, 1 player, 2 player options. We'll go and put it into easy, just so I can get to the end. Right, skip to the end. Right. That's a bit pants, that speech. Right, Steve, Billy, Bob, and Cormano. They don't have surnames in this, which is kind of cool. I mean, I don't understand why they did that. They want to flesh out essentially someone who's a murdering bastard. We'll go with Billy, because I was Billy in the Mega Drive version. Reward 10,000, Simon Greenwell. Greedwell. Hey, we couldn't read back then. True story. Right, so fire, jump, only 1 fire button. Interesting. Better music immediately, better colour palette immediately. Would have preferred it to be, you know, not 16 by 9, but hey, right off the bat. Right. Oh, sweet. Right off the bat, this is far better looking than the Mega Drive version. I'm not saying the Mega Drive version was terrible, but it's not taken us a very long time to get in there and find out which is the looker, which is the pub. Maybe it's just because they have a better colour palette. Or maybe it's because, well, they have more colours to choose said palette from. I don't know. There isn't any parallax yet, though. Mind you, there wasn't stuff in the background on the Mega Drive version that went high as the sort of top of the screen, was there? Mode 7 explosions. I prefer the explosions in the Mega Drive. I know why they do it like that on this, because it's how they did it, and some people love that. But the explosions on the Mega Drive looked more like the arcade. Just saying. But that aside, this looks far more like the arcade. It's got slightly better, more tighter controls as well. Oh, Stampede. And, oh wait, oh, that's not my fault, that's his fault. But look, don't have to jump. But yay, it's got the full Stampede. That's very nice, very nice. Again though, if you look at the background, I'm not saying it was amazing parallax on the Megadrive, but there's no parallax in this. It's a river. This certainly, if I was a massive fan of the arcade, throw it. I would have been very, very happy with this. Again, I don't like that Mode 7 explosion. That might just be me being a fool. Shit! No, that's me being a fool in case you wondered. No. Thank you. Different way to continue. Billy again, because he's cool. Only he's not in this. He's dead. That's a bit turtlies though, that bit, isn't it? Yeah, that's a phrase. Don't put me... No. Right, concentrate. It's Cowboy Town. Does that automatically. I want to see what the cool girls look like. Dancing girls, whatever they are. Chicken off the floor. Hey, to be honest, you would have eaten chicken off the floor in the West, wouldn't you? Then where your next meal's coming from. I'm having trouble though jumping to the second tier. Does that mean when you get the health, you get a slight window of invulnerability? When you pick up food, I mean. Don't try at home. I'm not promising anything. What about the poor chickens? See, just kill. Oh, that would have been a nice touch if you could kill them. But it's a Nintendo game. We've got to think about the kids. Scratch eye. There we go. Don't want to pause it. Takes you out the moment. You can keep your dynamite this time. And your Mode 7. Shake harder, boy. Come on, thank you. Wooden bridge is very resilient, isn't it? No, you don't. Here we go. Farm, in case you're too stupid to realise that's where cattle comes from. Sweet! Oh, these old school, you know. Why doesn't someone do a remastered version of this? I'd buy it. Add more shit in, obviously. Right. Da-da. Epic. Oh, fuck, that was me. I was trying to sing. Anyone else? There we go. If in doubt, wait for the ground to stop shaking. Is this it? So, the Mega Drive has a longer level, which is kind of cool. You kind of repeat the level and then you do the boss fight, which, you know, it's kind of cool. But at the same time, is that because I'd have to play it all the way through to, you know, confirm it, but you can shoot him, by the way, without having to shoot the boxes first, look. Yeah, is that because obviously there are only 4 bosses, so there's only 4 stages on the Mega Drive? Yeah, learnt this time. Don't stand directly underneath. Because I don't want the flashing red balls, barrels to hit me. Ah. Oh no, don't put me all the way back. No, Billy gets a second chance. The continue system's better on the Mega Drive, I'll tell you that. Don't put me all the way. Of course. Of course. Continue system is better on the Mega Drive, I'll say that. This version looks more like the arcade, sounds more like the arcade. The level is shorter, but is that because overall there are more stages to this version than there are on the Mega Drive? The controls are really tight. Don't like the Mode 7 explosions, but that's just me and liking my arcade, you know, effects to be more arcadey than they are SNESy, if that makes sense. Fubbles. But yeah, controls are really nice. Yeah, do you know what? It's a no-brainer. This gets it. You got 4 characters to choose from. It's still 2 players simultaneous like the Mega Drive, but I would have liked the 4 characters to choose from. You have the intro, however watered and washed down, watered down and washed out it is. You've got the intro. So yeah, I mean, it was never really in doubt, was it? The SNES version's gonna, you know, ring true. But the Mega Drive version's perfectly good, perfectly fun. It just mixes things up a little bit, and yeah, has Well, a better continue system, I would say. More in line with being in an arcade and pumping more money in. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think. Did you play the arcade? Did you not play the arcade? Did you play the SNES or the Mega Drive, or did you play all of them because you were a rich bastard? I'd love to know what you think, and thank you very much for watching. I don't like those explosions. And I'll see you later.